All right, good morning, BG crew. It is Wednesday morning, October 15th, 2025, and we are back at it yet again today with another big training session in store. And I can tell you what, I'm excited to get after it. I had a rest day yesterday, and as of Monday, we just finished up the first week of this new training cycle, and I feel great. I definitely feel good. I can tell you one thing that I have to get used to, and my body's going to be adapting to, is these rest days. Obviously, during no days off, there was no rest days, so my body is still trying to figure out what the heck is going on when I do have a rest day. I can tell you one thing, I know it's only been a week, but one major difference I'm already seeing is that I am sore. Taking those rest days, I am sore for the obvious reasons. Obviously, during no days off, my body was just constantly moving. It had no time to kind of settle. The lactic acid and all of that everything just kept on moving. And so with these rest days, my body's really kind of tightening up. The lactic acid, it's kind of seizing up, let's say, which is fine, which is great. I absolutely love being sore, but that's one takeaway already that I'm learning with this new training series, specifically having the rest days in there. So overall, body feels great. I'm just, I'm always driven. I'm always ready to train. I absolutely love to do this. But I can tell you what, taking a rest day and then coming in the next day with a training day is just something amazing. I'm ready to go. I'm literally ready to go, and I have today and tomorrow of training and then a rest day. So we're going to get after it this morning. What's on the agenda today? We're going to hit some back. I'm following, and I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm following in this current micro training cycle, I'm following the Branch Warren training split that he used during kind of the peak of his career back during the Mr. Olympia and the Arnold Classic days for Branch Warren. So I'm kind of following that training split. Obviously, I'm going to incorporate my own style into that. And then there's also, I have to get pretty creative in this process. There are some things, some pieces of equipment that I do not have, that I cannot do the exact same exercise that Branch Warren was doing. So I have to kind of make some adjustments, get creative to kind of create a movement out of the equipment that I do have that resembles those exercises where I don't have the equipment to do that. So either way, I'm having fun doing that. I always say you got to be creative when you're training, especially if you have a home gym. You have to be creative. You have to figure things out in different ways. And so I'm going to do that. So I really enjoy that process. But overall, things are going well. And then we'll see what's next. I'm going to run this Branch Warren training split for the next couple weeks. And then we'll shift gears. We'll figure out someone else, some other old school bodybuilder or old school strength athlete, take a look at their training split, and then we'll incorporate into this larger training cycle and do another micro training cycle of that person's training split. So I'm really, really excited to kind of, again, the goal here is to learn, to experience certain things, to challenge my body in different ways, to keep things changing, and really just kind of get a feel for all of this. The other thing I kind of want to put out there too is you'll notice in the titles of the videos, I'm kind of switching the titles around. Obviously, I'm going to keep you guys updated. Week 1 was just finished up, so we're starting week 2 as of today. But in the titles, one of the titles or several of the titles is Old School Bodybuilding. I'm going to have to switch those up. I don't want people to get the wrong idea that I'm a bodybuilder or that I'm training to be a bodybuilder or that I'm training to look like a bodybuilder. I have no intentions of doing that. As most of you know, I train for the love and passion to train. I train to train. I mean, there's no other crazy science to it other than I just love to do it. So I'm going to play around with the titles, but keep you guys well up to date on kind of where things are at and where I'm headed throughout this process. And again, I'm just excited to get after it and kind of see what comes. I've gotten a lot of comments and suggestions about other bodybuilders and training and other athletes to kind of incorporate in this process. And we'll see what that looks like. And I also really want to make it known that although you're going to see these training splits and breakdowns that kind of resemble these bodybuilders and strength athletes, kind of their routines, I also want to stress that I will be adding my own stuff in there. I mean, I'm not going to follow these 100% exactly to the T. I'm going to follow the basics of them, but also incorporate some of the other things that I enjoy to do because I don't want to lose that excitement in it as well. So again, there's going to be some creative add-ons in some of these workouts, which I think will be really cool because the goal there will be to see how things work together, to see how the body responds to certain things, being that, you know, you have, for instance, Branch Warren's training split and then kind of add some of my style in there, maybe some power building movements, maybe some, you know, heavier deadlifts, some max effort work into the mix. So I'm excited to do that as well. Again, being creative and creating your own style is so important. So with that, guys, I'm going to stop talking because I could ramble on forever. We are about a half an hour out from our training session, so I have to get ready for that. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. We are in it. Just finished up the first exercise. Obviously, we're smashing back today. Today is going to be a progressive overload day. So every set is going to be an increase of weight. Just finished up with some T-bar rows. Obviously, worked myself up to my last set. I did 4 sets there. Over on dumbbell rows right now, it's a croc row, so standing. And we're going to start with 120s. I got 4 sets here, so 120s, 130s, 140s, 150s. And we're just getting after it. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, last one. Alright guys, just wrapped up the very first workout of week number 2. Obviously it was a back day today and it was a great one. This was, I just felt great during this workout. I mean obviously earlier I was really excited to train, and today was just a great workout. You'll know in the video right before I started dumbbell rows, a lot of the exercises and the movements that I'm going to utilize throughout this micro training split, again using Branch Warren's training style of Branch Warren back in the day when he was at his peak competing for the Mr. Olympia and the Arnold Classic and all those various competitions. I'm going to progressive overload a lot of these workouts, especially on the free weight movements. You'll see today that obviously, and as I mentioned in the video earlier, I'm going to slowly work the weight up each set. Again, obviously that's not a new thing. I mean, it's very common, progressive overloading your sets and increasing your set up until your last your last set being your heaviest. But again, it's something that I'm not traditionally used to, especially during no days off training where I'm using a lot of higher volume workouts, lighter weight. But because the volume is definitely dialed back for this training split, anywhere from 3 to 4 sets, rep range on average is anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. Sometimes there's 15 reps in there for some of the movements. I'm really going to be able to push myself with heavier weight as the sets go on. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's been a little while since I've specifically focused on progressive overloading for the sets. So that's going to be interesting. And being only the start of week 2, the body's still kind of adapting to the style. Obviously, I train tomorrow, and then I have a rest day on Friday. So there's a rest day in between. So I'm still trying to get adapted to this rhythm here. But the overall goal is to some degree, get adapted to this micro training cycle. Again, using the Branch Warren kind of training split. And then to automatically shock the body with literally another drastic turn and a different type of training after a couple weeks of running this. Again, I want to keep the body constantly guessing, constantly changing. And again, the overall goal for me is just to have fun with this, experience something, and most importantly, have some takeaways from all these different types of trainings and splits that I'm going to kind of put in this macro training cycle, this large training cycle of rotating different workouts and different splits into it. So overall, I'm feeling really good. Just have to kind of get in that groove again with the rest days and really kind of. The other thing too is, I'm starting to feel my body weight is going up, and that's for the obvious reasons. If you look at the caloric intake for within a week, Obviously, now having rest days, I'm not burning as many calories. Whereas when no days off, I was obviously burning calories every single day because I was working out every single day. And now with a rest day, I'm really going to have to kind of look at the calories, look at my diet over the next couple weeks, and see kind of how that's looking. I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, carrying a little bit of extra weight. Right now, so the weight, I was sitting in the 230, like low 230s for a while. The weight was good. And then as of this weekend and into Monday of this week, I was right around 235, 236. So again, my weight has definitely gone up just in that week of having some rest days. And obviously, the body's recovering different, and it's just trying to kind of figure out why I'm not working out on certain days. So of course, the body's going to be shocked in that sense, and I'm going to hold on to water. I'm going to obviously have an increase of calories because I'm not burning those calories on the days that I'm resting. So I have to figure that out. You know, I'm thinking about maybe some active recovery days on those rest days. Maybe some band work. Definitely maybe some cardio. Make sure that I'm hitting the cardio on rest days as well. But we'll see how that all goes and how I feel. If I continue to obviously feel great in the gym, every set is feeling great. My body weight is not skyrocketing up into the 240s. Definitely want to be careful of that. I'm just going to kind of keep going and doing what I'm doing. But this next these next couple weeks are going to be very important that I look at my diet, look at the calories and everything like that because of these rest days. And make sure that when I'm eating on my rest days, I'm getting enough calories into where I can obviously recover and train, but at the same time, I may have to dial back some of the calories compared to days that I obviously have training days. So we'll figure all that out. But overall, feeling good. Week number 2 is off to a great start. Tomorrow it looks like a chest day, so we're going to hit chest tomorrow. Obviously, I like the concept. Go from a pull day like today with back and then into a push day tomorrow, rest day, and then we move into the weekend with some solid training days coming up. So really looking forward to it. Overall, feeling great. And really, excited for all of this, right? For all of this. How long am I going to do the branch worn? And I'll say it again, I sound like a broken record, but again, I will be adding things into this workout, this training split that, I feel that I need to, depending on how I feel. I love doing certain things. So there'll definitely be some add-ons into these, whether that's in between the movements of the training day or of the training split, or maybe after the training split's done, I'll throw a few extra things in there just to kind of do some work there. Excuse me. But we'll figure that out. Let me get a drink. But either way, that's a good sign that I probably should just stop talking, and we will see you guys for the next workout.